Okay, another action-packed edition of sports this morning has just kicked off from Channels Television Sports Center in Lagos, Nigeria. My name is Austin Okonakwa and welcome on board. On the show today, we'll take a look at the ongoing Afro Basketball Championships in Ivory Coast. It's no more news that Nigeria defeated Mali by 74 to 59 points. We'll also find out why the Nigerian Football Federation has asked coach Stephen Keshi to cut down his 42-man list. There's so much to talk about. You know, the deal for Godfrey Obagbona moving to Turkey is almost done and dusted. Let's take a quick look at how Nigeria defeated Mali, and when we come back, we'll talk sports this morning on Channels Television. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
2 of 11 from the field and has 5 turnovers, so perhaps not his best game that we'll see from him. Great defense there. Nearly a steal for Bundy.
Oh my heavens! Well, hello! As the wall goes up and puts that down.
He's got the double-double. He's got 4 assists as well, and I have to say, I feel like he's had more than that. The statistician is not his best friend. It's another dunk for Nigeria. And El Aminu has had a fine game, controlling the show, playing out of position at the point guard spot. He's helped Nigeria to this victory.
Sunera, who rides the challenge. There's a great block by Lawal. Lawal showing great athleticism on both ends. I think it was goaltending, but officially it's not. Coach Jose Ruiz, you be the judge. Well, maybe still on the way up. It's a great replay there. It's a terrific block by Lawal. So 23 seconds left in this one. It's 72 to 56. Stay with us. We have a North African affair as you look at Ike Diogo and Al Farouk Aminu chatting to each other, the 2 leading scorers for Nigeria. It's Tunisia and Morocco to come. Oh, Suinera, a little spin dribble. Oh, hello! Namori Bundy goes up and gets it and finishes and draws an and one. Well, what a performance from the number 11 from Mali. Watch this. Suinara throws it up and Bundy goes to get it. Hello. Well, Mali have been entertaining, that's for sure.
Credit to Bundy. What a game. 20 points for him, 6 rebounds. Get 21 on the roll. He has been very impressive youngster. 21 years of age. He's in Pro A.
Uzu puts it up and in. Ben Uzu. 74-59. We've been fortunate to watch this one. Lloyd, the first 2 games today were a little bit one-sided, and Diakite still fancies himself as an outside shooter. So this one is done. It's Nigeria 74 to 59. Nigeria win comfortably going away, but there were some nervous moments for the Nigerians early on. Let's give some credit to Mali, who kept it close through 3 quarters.
I think a lot of credit to Mali. They'll be pleased with a lot of their performance today. They really did make Nigeria work for large stretches of the game. Nigeria, I know they've been in a contest here. They've come away with the rather large victory, really. The 15-point margin doesn't really reflect the game as a whole. As
Fay Morocco, and it's goodbye for the time being from Abidjan.
Okay, that's it. Highlights of the game between Nigeria and Mali at the ongoing Afro Basketball Championship in Ivory Coast. Nigeria waited till the 4th quarter to get it done, but then it was done, and Ayo Bakari and his team look very good as they wait to play their next game at the championship. Okay, Tayo Salami is in the building. Tayo, how are you doing this morning?
Yeah, beautiful morning. The Tigers yesterday off to a perfect tip-off, and now we'll be looking forward to the second game on Friday.
And that's a big one because they'll be playing. Tell me again.
Congo,
yeah.
We're playing Congo.
And Congo wasn't bad because they played Cameroon. Cameroon, muscle their way out of it. But
Yeah.
the Congolese, they look big, they look ready,
Yeah.
and maybe they'll just say, Nigeria is a good test. Let's see what we can do.
Yeah, but Nigeria is big and we're better. Big and better. We're going to get the second victory against the Congolese. And actually, the test is not really against Congo for me. The test is going to come in the latter rounds of the competition.
Which is where Nigeria is always falling.
Exactly.
And they need to stand. Okay, that's it. Games coming from the Afro Basket. Oh my God, I keep saying FIBA. Afro Basket Championships in Ivory Coast. That's it on your screen. Nigeria defeated Mali by 74-59 points. Ikechukwu Diogu was massive in that one. Al Farouk Aminu was also, in the party. And Cameroon defeated. That's a big win for the country. They should still be rejoicing. 80 points to 61 against Burkina Faso. Some of the results coming out. Then we're waiting to see some games coming up today and tomorrow at the championships. But let's take a look at Angola. Angola seems to be one of the powerhouses when you talk about basketball in Africa. But I think they struggled against Cape Verde.
Yeah, absolutely. The Angolans, we've had previous experiences against them that weren't too good. But like I said, they struggle against Cape Verde, but they still managed to win the game. That's what really matters at this stage of the tournament. It's all about getting your points and moving on to the next round. I'm sure the Angolans, by the time they get to the latter stage of the competition, they will get stronger, and that's when you need to fear them the most. Yeah.
Tunisia and Morocco played 56-54, and I thought that was a close one for Morocco to just lose.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, but that's the game of basketball. You can lose it in nanoseconds, and it's just one of this. But I really want to talk about the Nigerian game. That's what really concerns us. The Nigerians were awesome. We absolutely dumped our opponents yesterday. That is the Malians.
But don't forget, Nigeria lost the first set.
Yeah, we lost the first quarter. Yeah,
the third quarter was a narrow win.
Yeah, it was a narrow win.
And then in the fourth quarter they were massive.
Yeah, but the final results says Nigeria won 74-59. 74-59. Check out the difference. And like you said earlier, Al Farouk Aminu was awesome yesterday. As far as I'm concerned, it was the play of the match for me yesterday. 15 points and 10 rebounds. 5 of 13 from the field. Yeah. He actually got to the free throw line a lot as well, 7 times, and he made 5 of his free throws. So Al Farouk Aminu, good player. He actually plays for the New Orleans Pelicans right now in the NBA, as well as Ike Diogu was awesome yesterday as well too, 19 points. There's something I noticed about the starting lineup for Nigeria. There was no Olumide Oyedeji, veteran center.
It was there,
it was on the bench. Yeah, it was on the bench. Played 8 minutes alone. You can tell you that we're beginning to transition away from the elsewhere, and the guys that played yesterday actually have some form of NBA experience or the other.
That's it. I think Oluwashere was massive, but just trying to balance it. For Mali, Diakite was outstanding. I also like Mohamed Bundi and then Tangara. What a dunk he gave to Nigeria. I noticed, Tayo, that Nigeria was careless in front of the basket. What would you say to Ayo Bakare when they get set for their next game?
Yeah. When you're in front of the basket, I'm thinking the defense has to be a little tighter. And when you talk in terms of the guys playing the center and the power forwards, they have to be a lot more disciplined in terms of manning their positions.
Okay, let's leave basketball now and move to football. Yes, that's one game Nigerians right now will be listening because they love football. Coach Stephen Kesh has been asked by the Nigerian Football Federation to cut down the 42-man list that he has invited to camp for the all-important 2014 World Cup qualifying game against the Flames of Malawi that will take place in Calabar on the 7th of September, yes? We'll be speaking to a member of the Nigerian Football Federation Technical Committee. He'll call us later on the show. We're trying to understand, is this an interference on the part of the Federation, or they just want Keshi to get straight up to business with a team that he's going to work with?
No, I wouldn't call this an interference in any shape or form because Stephen Keshi, as the coach, has invited a bogus list of 42 to the national team against Malawi, and the technical committee of the NFF, they saw it as this wasn't necessary at all. To them, only one match was important, and that's the match against Malawi, September 7th. And they told Stephen Keshi to actually prune down the list and and focus on this particular man, because Phila's coming in says Stephen Keshi is obviously trying to kill two birds with a stone by actually preparing the Chan Nations Cup squad. He wants them to actually be in the same environment as the Super Eagles, so they can garner some kind of experience. But the NFF really are focusing on the Malawi game, and they feel there's going to be enough time afterwards for Keshi to actually do what he wants to do with the Chan squad.
And for me, it's kind of annoying because Malawi shouldn't worry Nigeria, but just because of how the country's football is at the moment, there's been so much question. I'll take a quote from what a member of the Nigerian Football Technical Committee, his name is Paul Bassi, he said, "We have looked at Keshi's list from Malawi for the Malawi game, and we have decided that for now some of the home-based players should be dropped from the list." And at that time I'm saying, why the home-based players?
Well, that's the quotes from Paul Bassi. Yeah, we've not heard from him ourselves, really. But if that's what he said, I don't think it's his job to actually tell Keshi who to drop or who not to drop.
It's a technical committee.
But he doesn't. Yeah, the box still stops on the table of Keshi, and Keshi can actually decide, okay, I'm actually dropping the foreign-based players instead of the home-based players. That's his job. So I'm not sure about Paul Bassi telling them telling Keshi who to drop and who not to drop. All they can do is tell Keshi to prune down the list to a manageable and a more harmonized 23-man squad.
Okay, well, I'll wait for that call to get through to call Bassi. Let's take a quick look. Godfrey Obuabona.
Yeah.
It looks done and dusted for him. He's going to Turkey.
Absolutely. One of those players, when I saw him at the Nations Cup in South Africa, I felt, oh, this guy still is not going to play for too